So I have absolutely no way of seeing my own.
That's not good. You
my
need
own
the comment
on here. That is kind of funny. I like that. Just another thing to make life interesting. Hey, John. Oh, well, I'll be right back.
Don't disappoint people. They're waiting for you, not for me.
I can't get it online.
Hey guys, someone watching? Well, let's try the.
Hello. Sorry.
So
I got Hugh's phone now, so it'll turn up on that. So can you see our stream on there, John?
I think I can. Let's see. Yes, we have Wolf, Valley Boy, of course. Can you see
our stream on there, John?
Hi, Tim. I think. So, letter Kia Piper. Austrian Piper, yes, good evening. Thanks for joining us.
I'm gonna get Hugh's phone up here, and then I can read the comments as well. Thanks everybody for coming on.
So, okay.
Hugh's phone up here, and then I can read the comments as well. Thanks everybody.
Countdown. Okay, the live show goes on.
All right. See who's in here. Hey, there's Cody. How are you doing, Cody? Arkansas Mike, Sutcliffe Piper UK. Hi guys, thanks for joining us. Duke City. How y'all doing? We're trying something new. Where John and I are going to do this Google Hangout together and see how it goes. It's just we're going to kind of muddle through it the first time around and see how it goes. And glad you guys could join us. What are you smoking tonight? There, John?
Yes, I'm smoking some Soraya. In my HU tobacco is this. Soraya.
Soraya. Interesting.
Great Virginia Burley Oriental blend in my self-made St. Patrick's Day corn cob.
How cool
I
is
tried
that?
to draw a leaf here. Yeah, well, okay. It's the first time, and yeah, well.
Very nice.
With a John Keller temper that goes pretty well because it's green, a little bit green in there too. So,
very nice.
And of course, to you and all the nice people out there, Bushmills.
I've never had that Bushmills. Is it good?
Only it's very slight smoky taste and aroma. Very mild ones. Yeah.
I'm smoking on, I should have got my Peterson pipe out, but I'm smoking on my Stabnelli 321, and I have some Sweet Cask. Just a nice burley forward blend. Smoke it in the house in the wintertime. So, and I am drinking some Jameson Black Barrel.
Ooh, nice.
Jameson. Yeah, we just picked this up last night, and it's really nice. Pretty good. I also like the IPA cask, the cask make that they have. Really good. So cheers to you guys. Oh, Hector's in the house. Quaker Piper. A lot of Kia Quest Piper. Him. All right.
Yes, who's very disappointed actually because of my title, and then I was talking about you and not about him. He wrote that in the comments. Yeah, well, sorry. So
Yeah. Yeah, we got a little messed up with the time for the Hangouts Live today, because here in the US we had our time change last weekend, but in Switzerland for John, they haven't had their time change yet. So we just discovered that not long ago while we were talking.
Actually, 3 minutes before the show. So I was a bit, well, I'm glad I can only be seen to this part of my body, so everything's fine.
It's all good.
I got dressed for the top reason here, yeah.
So, guys, one of the things that we were wanting to, that's funny, you were disappointed. So Quaker Piper was disappointed that you weren't talking about him as well when you were talking about the Queen. Sorry.
Yeah. There's only one Queen, Hector. I'm sorry.
I mean, Herferville is only large enough for one Queen, Hector and Tim. Yeah. Sorry. I mean, and you can't rule from afar. Your subjects would revolt. You got to be here. It's a hands-on thing, just got to do it. So one of the things that John and I wanted to talk about and see what you guys, if you guys had any thoughts on it, is something that some people have been talking about recently here on YouTube a little bit, and that is sub chasing. And we wondered, we're going to talk about it a little bit and see what you guys think, and get your feedback a little bit. So your aspirations are on the whole YTPC. Well, and as they should be, Hector. So.
Yes, is it all about sub chasing? Can one say so, or maybe not? So that's really interesting. I'd like to hear what people think about that.
Yeah. So I mean, I personally have a couple of thoughts on it. I think that so I don't even know what I did with that paper, but I was watching a couple of videos just because we decided to discuss this. And there are videos that you can actually go on and watch that will teach you how to get 100 subs a day here on YouTube. And he goes through step by step, and it's not just one. There's not just one video that shows you how to do that. And so I found that really interesting. And I just wonder, if you get that many subs that quick, are those? I guess if you're going for monetization of your channel, then good for you. If that's what your end game is here, is just to make some money on YouTube. But I mean, I think for the most part, I'm hoping that people in the YTPC aren't really sub chasing. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Sean?
Yeah, that's hard to say. Like cherry on top, I think he was the one who said every sub is a hug. So of course, the motivation to do a YTPC channel is very different as well, I think, for the people. But I think I can say everyone wants to be successful, however success is defined for that people. Maybe subs, maybe many comments, or because how could you measure successful when you do a channel without subs or without comments? That's just not possible. So, and well, monetizing, I think it's a complete other part. So I think Law and Smoke, Professor Walker said, believe me, you can't get rich with that thing, because you need, I don't know now, actually 1,000 clicks or whatever on video, and then you get $3. Or so really, you need really a very, very huge amount of clicks on each and every single video. So I think, what's all the thing about monetizing then? That's you don't get that much money.
Well, I guess I would imagine that some of the larger channels that have 20,000 or more subs, I would imagine they make a little bit more money. But then also, one of the things that goes into this, and like Duke City Piper said, people are free to do what they want, and if that's your thing, and that's true, Duke City. And the thing of it is, too, I can look at it in the other, like where I'm hoping that, the kind of group that we have, kind of more towards the spectrum of this side of the spectrum where we're just here to make some friends with like-minded folk and get some information and share things.
Yes.
On the other hand, there has also been talk on YouTube about how people are worried that they are going to start limiting pipe smoking. The actual, you can talk about a tobacco. That's what people are worried that YouTube might go to here with our type of channels, where you can't sit here and drink some whiskey. You can't sit here and smoke a pipe. So then on the other side of the spectrum is what if all of us just started subbing the heck out of each other, got us all over 1,000, started monetizing our channel, because even though we don't make that much money, YouTube, I would imagine, makes a lot more money than they would give to us. So that would give us a little bit more clout, and it would make us a little bit more important to YouTube. So maybe they would leave us alone. And I'm not saying that's going to happen, that they're going to start limiting what we do, but it has been talked about in the past. So. What do you think about that, John?
So, yeah, what does our audience say? Do you have something?
Yeah, Austrian Piper says subs don't really matter. In his opinion, views and viewer participation are far more important, and that's exactly how I feel about it too, Austrian Piper.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if I don't want somebody to sub me just because I went through and found their channel through some other thing and I subbed them, and I mean, which is how it works. But I want somebody that's interested in what I have to say too. I mean, I appreciate every sub. Like you said, a sub is a hug, but I want someone who's actually going to watch.
That's the thing. Some channels have thousands of subscribers, but when you take a look at the clicks on each video, they are in the hundreds, low hundreds. So that's, I think, where are the subscribers? They don't watch the channel, actually.
Right. Well, let's see.
And monetizing, well, if you need a car, just ask people for it.
Right. You have a lot of subs, you might just get one, right?
No, maybe I'll go fund Harriet's pipes collection.
Yeah, poor Harriet doesn't have any pipes. Okay, yes. Harriet has a lot of pipes. So Dan Lopez said he's definitely not in for it's not a popularity contest for him. He views the YTPC as an online pipe club, just hanging out with friends. And there are a lot of people where Hugh and I have the ability to go to numerous lounges in this area. I mean, within 20 minutes, and quite a number of them within an hour of here. We have all kinds of brick and mortars, and we're just very fortunate that we have that. A lot of people do not have that. This is their pipe club. This is how they get together with people and smoke a pipe. So, and I think that's why lives are gaining more popularity too. So,
that's kind of a virtual pipe club. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, that's a great and very quick possibility to connect with people of different countries and so on. Like Israel, Spain, and Austria. What have we got here in our audience? Did we already mention that everyone who's watching right now has to pay $5 to your fund?
Well, that brings me to something else, though, Jean, is that I also know in January they started talking about, or they initiated what's it called? A super chat, where you can open up something just like this, and the participants who are commenting can donate money to the person that is holding the chat. And I think it's originally made for gamers, but you can also do it just like we could do it right now. Not that anybody would donate anything for what we're doing, but I have been in a chat where you never know until you try. Right? I've been in a chat where someone donated $5 and it said $5 on there, and their comment was highlighted, and then somebody else donated $1, and then they were discussing it, and someone else had been in a live where someone donated $300, and you can donate. I think I don't remember if I wrote it down or not, but it was like something like $5,000 you can donate for a super chat. And I thought, what is going on with that? Have you guys out there heard of anything similar to that going on? And I didn't even know that was a thing until about a week or so ago. I mean, I just don't understand the concept of that, to be totally honest.
No, not really. That's not the meaning of the YTPC. So the pipe YTPC. Well, of course, there are other channels with completely other content. Maybe it works for them, but I wouldn't do this, and I would ask for this. No, I think that's not really.
Yeah, it's not something for me either. I mean, to each their own, I guess. And if there are people that want to donate to somebody that's having a chat, I mean, that's their business as well. But I don't think that's something that I would ever consider doing. But let's see. Oh yeah, Duke City Piper talks about too many people lately complaining about gauze, yabos, and VRs. We go through trends, right? I mean, that's the thing. Duke City is that if you don't like the gauze, if you don't like the VRs, I mean, just scroll on by them. It's I think that interestingly enough, I did a little research on a couple of people that were talking about it, and they had done some VRs in the past. So I think, and some yabos. I'm thinking, well, not that there's anything wrong with it. I think it's great. I think that's what they've been going on for way before I ever started smoking a pipe, and I think that's part of what has created the community and helped it to grow. Is, I mean, if somebody sends me something, even if it's a trade, I want to do a yabo because it's either it's a thank you for the trade that they did, or it's a thank you it's just a proper way to say thank you to me. And like somebody else is going to probably say on the comments here, it's everybody's different, and that's true. And to that I say, just keep scrolling, but don't poo-poo on what other people enjoy, or like do. I like watching yabos. I like to see. I mean, have you ever seen? I don't think he's in here right now, but Dublin Piper gets so excited. What was it? I think he opened a tin of Velvet, or a big can of Velvet that someone sent him, and I love the excitement on his face. It was awesome.
Yes. That's the one thing. It's the video, the yabo is appreciation for the guy who sent stuff to you, and also to show it to your audience, because I think, that's the reason why I subscribe to a channel. It's kind of a newsletter without sending my email address or receiving it via email. So, but I like to be updated about the content of this channel weekly, or, well, let's say on a regular basis at least. So, and when someone shows me, hey, there's a new tobacco, there's a new pipe, there's something that's interesting, that's why I subscribe to this channel, actually. So that's that's kind of my professional or hobby, at least, neuroscience. Why do what people do? What is their motivation, and what's going on then in the brain, and so on. That's really interesting stuff, but of course not for today, because yes, I see the director here is showing the countdown.
So what I heard from you, Jean, is that the YTPC, we are your research. your research
well,
subject.
some of them, right?
You guys hear that?
Some of them are very, very interesting. I have some object in Spain, I think. And someone in Israel is working on me and my neuro specific. Yes. Oh, well, okay. Let's go with the Bushmills.
So, Lori, yeah, that's right. So Lori B is a new person, she says, and it's not about winning the prize. It's important getting to know other people. And I agree with that, Lori B. I find that there are a lot of the gods that people have some really interesting questions that they want answered, and that just helps us to get to know that person, you know, even more. And then there's ones that have no interesting content at all, like Mel Harris's, where everybody just says sweet chicken. Those are great too. Who hasn't loved watching those VRs? I mean, seriously. The one from Curmudgeon Piper this morning when he was in the vestibule at his church, where he was really quiet and his eyes got really big. That was one of my favorite ones, actually. So, and Wharf Valley Boy is really good too. I liked his. So yeah. So I mean, that's what it's, to me, it's about. I'm interested to see a lot, and some of them are really deep. Like London Calling with Simon had a really really deep and emotional subject for people to talk about, and then there's just some fun ones, and it's just, that's what makes the YTPC a great place, is everybody's so different, and you get, you know, there's so much diversity. It just, I don't know, it makes it more interesting to me. So I mean, gauze and yabos and VRs all around for me. But anyway. Oh, yes. Peace Piper is in the house. Well, hello there, sir.
Shalom, Rabbi.
Yes. Let's see. I forgot how to say it. I was going to say it in Hebrew. Shoot. The begin. Oh well, Sean, you'd have to say it for me. How you say Peace Piper?
Mikteret HaShalom.
Oh, I said it wrong when I did my VR then.
Well,
I must have said
maybe we need some cheers.
Cheers.
Royal Highness.
I need some
Hebrew is with good whiskey, I can tell, yes.
A little bit of Hebrew with some Irish whiskey. Good combo. Saying.
Mikteret HaShalom. Yeah?
Okay. Miktevet HaShalom. I feel like a guinea pig now. Quaker Piper says he feels like a guinea pig now because you're he's one of your test subjects.
Oh, nice. Yes, the Spanish Queen. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. No, what? Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I missed something that Chris said. The ALS Piper. Oh, wow. He's driving. He has a friend who has a YouTube gun channel that he's monetized, and he is now driving a Ferrari. The gentleman is on the fire department, and he doesn't believe that his salary covers a Ferrari. Really, Chris? So apparently he must have a really great channel with a lot of interesting content and a lot of clicks on what he does. Wow. No, that's a hot topic right there too, isn't it? That he gets into. So maybe that he gets a lot of clicks on his channel. So there's Piper 69. How are you doing today? Tonight for him, today for me. So
tonight for me, yes.
Yeah, tonight for you. But we're actually an hour closer now in time for a week. But I know that there are different strokes for different folks, getting back to the sub chasing and the monetizing. So the thing of it is, if we didn't get a lot of subs, then what's the point of having the channel? We could just sit and talk to ourselves and not have to make a video. And I think that's why when I see a new person, I try to do some shout outs on some new people when I get a minute, because I feel like you need, especially at the beginning, you need that boost to know that. I mean, when I first started, when I had 20 subs, I was excited. I thought, who is wanting to watch me? And I have 20 subs. You know, who are these 20 people, and why are they interested in my channel? And I was so excited. And when I reached 100 subs, I mean, I was ecstatic. So, you know, I can't sit here and say it's not all about the subs, because otherwise, what's the point? you know.
Yeah, of course, important. It's important, but I don't use the audience to, yeah, as how do you say, just for monetize, because my channel is still too small to monetize, and I don't know actually if I will do so when I'm there, because for me it's not about this. I'm really interested in the people themselves, to get them to know or to visit them in person. That's really high class, to really meet with someone like I did with Nathaniel, and I will in June with Marcus, Pipes, Beards and Guns in Sweden. And yes, that's the thing. What's really interesting, to get to know people, to get a real feeling about them.
But do you think that it would make our presence stronger to YouTube, that they might leave us alone a little bit if more channels were to monetize when they reach their 100 or 1,000 sub threshold?
Ooh, that's the good question. What will the future bring? No one knows. So I don't think we are politically not interesting enough for so global viewed, you know. So I think they will kick us just like that.
Yeah.
I think we can't make, we never will be that important, so that they will leave us alone, I think.
And that's a shame. We'd end up having to utilize other apps like Hangouts and House Party and those, I guess, to get together, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Nevertheless, I think it's important to connect to each other, because times were going tougher and tougher, that's for sure. And good friendships are really important. And it's also important, yeah, to to have the ability to lose any fear about strangers also. So really, religion doesn't matter, the gender doesn't matter, and whatever, it's a person. Every human being has got two goals in life, and that's to be happy and to avoid suffering. That's the two things we all have in common. And when you see a stranger or another guy like this, it's really easier to connect with him or with her, actually. And I think YTPC, with all the yabos and so on, that helps training this ability, I like to say. Yeah.
Yeah. So Smoky Mo's in the house and Yardism's in the house now. How are you guys doing? And Yardism said, if everybody involved in the YTPC were monetized, it would be a minute drop in the bucket for YouTube. And that is probably true and sad, but true. So we don't have a lot of clout here. So I guess we just have to hope that they
we are. I don't know, actually. It's Law and Smoke matches also. I don't know.
some of these gaming channels that are out there and some other channels. The gaming channels are, some of them are absolutely crazy.
Yes.
So
yes.
Because you have well, not that you don't hear, but I mean younger. Well, you don't younger people, but you know, the gaming channels have the younger all the way up to I don't know how old that will sub their channels. So there's more, you know, more a group of larger aged folks that will sub to those channels. And I'm sure there are others I'm not thinking of right now off the top of my head. But hey, Fireplug. So I don't know. It would just be. I just hope that they leave us alone and just this. I just don't. I was just surprised to see. I wish that was all. I was surprised to see all the videos on how to increase your subs, how to get 100 subs every day, and all the information that there's out there to do that.
Mm.
So that lets you know that there are a lot of I'm not saying there are pipe channels that are doing that, but there are a lot of people that are out there that are interested in doing that. And there's how-to videos. Run out and don't watch those. But
Yes. When I saw this right, the VIPs are in the house. Cherry on top. Is that true? Did I see it right? With some good points, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I guess I don't want to agree, but you guys are probably right. And that's sad, but true. So.
What did you say exactly? Sorry, I didn't get this that quick.
Oh, he said even the biggest YTPC channel is small in the scheme of YouTube.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I meant. We're globally too little. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, by the way, Cherry, cheers.
Yes. To you, Cherry, and all the other nice guys who are joining us. How many have we got? 4, 5? I don't know.
I don't know who else is drinking. But so what?
The more I drink, the more people there are.
So
yes, Hector, of course. Next stop will be Spain. Yes. After Sweden, I have to stop over in Spain. I see that coming.
You're going to have to make a global tour, Jean. That's what you're going to have to do.
Yeah, I try to. Well, Chicago, like I said already, I'd like to visit the Chicago Pipe Show. I just need 2 nice bodyguards. I hope you will join in, Harriet.
That's true. Yeah.
You
gotta watch yourself in Chicago. Although I've never heard of anybody at the pipe show having any trouble, so I don't know. I just I would really like to meet you face to face, and he feels the same way. And I've never been to the Chicago Pipe Show. He and I have discussed going in the past, and so he's packing up a lung over here on the couch. If you guys can hear him, sorry.
Yes.
But
like you, get better soon.
Yeah, I guess I should say he's not like feeling up to snuff, or he might have joined us tonight, but he's just not feeling it. But yeah, I heard that the pipe show is great. How many of you guys have been to the pipe show? That's in the chat right now. I'd be interested to know. So, ALS Piper. Oh, see, all of us presenters are big league to him. Yeah, see, that's what we were talking about, Chris. There's a lot of people that don't have, what you and I have. Well, you and I have each other to sit and talk to and smoke a pipe and have a drink, and but if nothing else, we have each other. That's sad but true. Don't tell him I said that. But
Chris, was that
there's so many people. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, John.
No, sorry. Just thought it was Chris Pickin Piper or our cook, star cook, Chris Bachman, I think.
Yeah, it was Chris Bachman. Yeah, ALS Piper. Yeah, yes, he's the one that did that. So, and Mo wants to know what pipe show. We're talking about the Chicago Pipe Show. Mo.
So bottom line, we all, of course, are excited when we get more subs, but we are not into them really. So we are no sub chasers at first place, and monetizing is not really important for us, or the most of us, when I got that right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's about pipes, tobacco, and love. We share with each other.
Right? Just the way it should be. Yeah, pipes, tobacco, and love. Aw. That's what I got into it for.
Goes
for sure.
Very well together.
Yeah. Greece is on the map now. Jimmy,
what shall we do?
Oh no! I just turned into a pumpkin. Like I.
I can start it again. That's no problem.
Jimmy Tobacco wrote in first place. He's written a book called "How to Win Subs and Influence People." Very funny, Jimmy. Very funny.
Okay, how much?
So yeah, like
Buy
Mel
it.
Harris on his live chats, he tells everybody to go sub each other. And see, I don't think that's sub chasing. That's totally different. That's just supporting other pipe smokers.
Yes.
I
No,
don't.
that's not.
So we weren't talking anything about like something like Mel Harris does on his live chats, because that's great. That's what helps to, make the community a tighter knit community. So there you go.
Yes, but also a live stream needs concept, I think, or a topic at least. It's not only about press record and let go. So some people do that, not the YTPC specifically. I watched some other live streams on YouTube, and I was like, gosh, no one will ever watch these videos again in replay when you weren't there when they did the stream. 3 hours and whatever. Who's got that time? I couldn't
Right.
even if I wanted to.
Right. No, I don't know who watches those after the fact. So I don't know what the idea is that for that. I don't get it. But so this is we had decided to make this about a 30-minute live stream, since it's our first Hangouts try for this. So you want to make versus go into the studio thinking, okay, let's make a hit song. That's right, Jerry. That is correct. So yeah, right. We were talking about, Cherry, there's nothing wrong with monetizing, but yeah, with that only purpose in mind, then you're really not, I don't know, you're not really being true to the people that you're making your videos for, I think. And that's just my opinion, but that's my opinion and I'm sticking to it. So yeah, we had talked about, oh, I'm sorry, John, go ahead.
No, sorry, that's it. I just want to add, yes, I agree with you, Your Royal Highness. That's totally fine.
Well, so John and I had talked about making this a short live stream, since it was our first Hangouts, and attempting this. So, and we have definitely gone over the 30 minutes. So, well, thank you, Lori. We appreciate it, and we appreciate the support. And also, if you haven't checked out Lori B, she is fairly new. Go check out her channel, like right now on the live stream, like Mel Harris does, and give her a sub. So I think that we're going to cut it off here, and I'm gonna let John finish it out and say his goodbyes. But I appreciate y'all. Go ahead, John, and you can say your goodbyes.
Yes, goodbye, folks. Thanks for joining. I will see now who was on there after we left it. And yes, I would like to repeat this from time to time when there's an interesting topic to discuss, and maybe with Cherry on top as a star guest. So that will be a great stream. And with Hector, of course, when I have a closer look at this second queen of YTPC. Yes, Hector, I just did it, so goodbye. Hector, thanks for taking the time to join us, and it was great here. And yes, Harriet, thank you for this idea to do so today, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your Sunday and Irish whiskey on today's St. Patrick's Day, of course.
Yeah, you guys, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.